Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Browns going up against the Colts.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now they'll run on the draw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Coleman, the man in motion right. Spins past him. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Throwing, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. You could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone will pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So a first quarter sack. And remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. To throw is Mariota. He's going to let this thing go. And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Five yards to gain here on third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Slot man moves right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they try the right side here. Able to push his way through. And he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
They go play action here on first down. This one complete to Coleman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On second down, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Wilson to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got Moncrief. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever's going to...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Tack McKinley in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right.
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 3, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis.
Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now Wilson on 1st down. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Colts send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas, and the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he rifles one incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On second down, Mariota again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. On first and 10, here's Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. second down throw for Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Coleman, the man in motion right. On 3rd down, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brad Nortman now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's got some space here. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a big tight end shifting around. First down, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right there at the 43. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. And how about the Eagles? Leading that ball game at the moment, a surprise. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's Bishop. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Caldwell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mariota to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Wilson. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9. 2nd down and just 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And now here's a carry heading left. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Second and goal. Still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Mack, and that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Frank's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. And Aiken with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Second down, just 1 yard to go. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Halfback sent in motion. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And it was the Panthers that wound up winning that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3.